Real estate team here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate Company. My name is Mark Wehner, the second team leader, Champions Real Estate Team, and joining me today is Russ Williams with Williams Mortgage. So we jump on here every Wednesday and kind of give a rundown over what's gone on the real estate market. We're on a little bit later today. I had my daughter's preschool graduation over the lunch hour, so that was a lot of fun. They did like when they first started preschool, and then talked about what they wanted to be, and then what afterwards, and how much money they're going to make, and it was kind of comical in that regards. But anyway, so appreciate you joining us. We're obviously running a little in the afternoon here, but our quick tip for today, I think the biggest thing is information and where you get your information, and using a local website like Champions Real Estate or championsrealestateteam.com website. So this will have all your active listings that are on there. So you come on here, you can search through the map, advanced search, you can get a home valuation, give you a rough estimate of what your house is worth. The other thing we have on here is our home buyer's guide and our home seller guide. So if you just click on these, this will pull up into our Google Docs and basically have a home buyer's guide that's basically on here for free. So you can check this out. And buyer guide that comes here. But this will have all the information, that you kind of need to get started. And I know we beat the drum every single week on here about having a game plan. And I think that's a huge thing is getting that game plan started. So it kind of breaks down different areas of town, different counties, and obviously you start your search. So when you log into the website, you sign in, that information will get just sent to one of our team members. So we'll reach out to you, see if you need any help in that side. We're not going to bug you and call you every 5 minutes. I know in real estate, they always joke speed to lead. How fast can you get to your contact? Yes, we want to reach out to you and see if you need anything, but we're not going to blow up your phone all day, every day until you tell us no. So we're here to help you. We just want to be a resource to you any way, shape, or form that we can in that regard. So that's kind of my quick tip: is use an accurate website that's pulling information directly from the multiple listing service. So sometimes those Zillows and those third-party sites the information can be wrong. Their job at Zillow, it's a marketing thing for real estate agents to get leads. So they're selling your information basically back to us as real estate agents. And when there's not a lot of listings on there, they leave listings on there so it looks like there's more inventory than there is. You call us, oh, I'm sorry, that house is pending. Well, it shows as active on the Zillow. Well, Zillow leaves it active so that they can basically get leads to sell back to us as agents. So on our website, we're not going to sell your information. You're going to work directly with one of us here at Champions Real Estate Team. We're not going to blow up your phone. Whether that's, you want to buy a house this weekend or you want to buy a house next year, we're just here to help, and extend the olive branch to say, hey, how can we help you out in that manner? So just jumping into it, let's get straight into the real estate market and what's gone on in the last week. So fairly, typical for this time of year, we have 478 new listings over the last week. I think that's down just a little bit from the week prior. Our new contracts were written in the last week at 450. So, we're only about 20 or 30 or so listings, 29 shy of 1 in, 1 out this week. So we're still seeing a lot of activity. Obviously, we're coming into the Memorial Day weekend. So that's usually, it's hit or miss on those weekends. I know when we do open houses and stuff like that, everyone's like, well, I want to take the holiday weekend off. Well, maybe there's people traveling into town, they're relocating, and those are some of those buyers that are serious out there. So there's still competition out there on the holiday weekend. So some people are out at the lakes, they're spending it with family, things of that sort. It's still a great time to get out there and buy. And we had 381 happy new homeowners this last week. So congratulations to them. Actually, one of the couples at my daughter's preschool just bought a house over in Iowa. They kept it a secret from their kids until they went over there and they had a cute video on it. So it's always, that's the fun part about it. I wasn't the real estate agent, but it's, just they're telling me about it. But that's one of the things about being a real estate agent is we can help you guys buy that house, experience that excitement and joy, brings to their family. And even when they're reading, they're saying like what they wanted and what they'd spend there. One of them was like, what would you spend your $100 on? And like, I want a new house. And it was like, funny enough, they just got a new house yesterday. So it was really kind of cute in that regard. So, but that's awesome for them. And then looking at let me get back here to share screen. The 30,000 foot view, what's going on in the Omaha Lincoln MLS. We have about 2,100 homes. So it's about open par where it was last week, up a little bit. And we got 1,241 in Douglas and Sarpy County. So taking that and narrowing that market down. And then when you get into existing homes, we got 452 existing homes. And then we got 789 new construction homes, 1.8 months supply of inventory. 322 was up 321 last week. So we're kind of ticking up there a little bit. I know some builders and stuff like that did do price increases in the last couple of months. So I know one client that jumped up about $57,000 from when we started looking in their base price. But I remember a couple of months ago, we were lucky to break 200 existing homes in the market. I know Russ and I were kind of laughing about that, but now we're at 450. So there's a good, inventory out there, but it's still one in, one out. So even though it doesn't look like we got a lot of inventory, we do have the inventory out there. It's just coming and going really fast. So that's why our numbers are kind of staying on par, staying level. They tick up a little bit, but I mean, it's still a very active market out there, both for buyers and sellers, in the marketplace. So, but yeah, it's a good quick rundown on what's going on. So I guess we'll jump in with Russ and see what it takes to get qualified and where the rates are and what he's kind of seeing out there on the lending side. So how are we doing, Russ?
Not too bad. So your daughter had career day. I'm supposing that nobody wanted to be a banker because they'd be afraid of losing interest.
Yeah, right. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, boom, boom. Mortgage rates have held steady yet another week. We're still kind of gliding into this recession that likely is on the horizon here. We did see retail sales numbers come in at expectations, but at the same time, we're seeing savings rates drop and credit utilization, credit card balances, et cetera, rise. So it's just a matter of time, folks, before we do see some improvement there. What that does mean, though, is that with an already tight inventory market, it could get even tighter as interest rates drop as we move into the second half of the year. So I highly encourage you to jump in and take advantage of it now. One thing that we have seen some folks do is they're looking at that, these interest rates compared to what they have on their existing home is we're seeing credit usage, whether it be credit cards, installment loans, or whatever, at a record high, 17 trillion in the US, I think is the last number I saw earlier this week. And what we've been seeing is with folks that have so much equity in the homes that they're selling, is if we can basically bridge and pay off that existing mortgage on the departing property and pay off consumer debt, and free up yet enough cash to put down payment on a new home. By the time they sell that departing residence, their cash flow is very similar in many cases, in some cases even better than what it is right now on that existing home, while they're carrying a lot of monthly consumer debt, credit cards, auto loans, et cetera. So in the event that you'd sure like to move into something a little bit higher, but you're afraid of interest rates and you're carrying consumer debt, give us a call. We'd be happy to show you how it might work for you to make that next dream home possible.
Yeah. So I mean, there's still a lot of equity out there in the properties. We're not seeing that appreciation, year over year get as steep as what we were in the last couple of years. So I mean, there's still that, the house people have bought the last 3 or 4 years, and you got a good chunk of equity. Like you said, you can do a HELOC or, like you said, bridge loan in that side of it. So there's some things you can kind of take advantage of. But yeah, I mean, I think it's still a great time to buy and sell. As we're coming into the market, the active market. In the Memorial Day, kids are getting out of school. I know we got a couple graduation parties this weekend. That kind of slows down some of those buyers because they're busy. They're doing that kind of stuff. So those people that put the pedal to the metal and get out there, you may be able to take advantage of some of those people that are kind of going off to the sidelines for a week or two, doing the vacations and stuff. But, plug and chug, get out there, and just hit the ground running. So, but anyways, that's kind of all I had for today. Is there anything you wanted to, that all you got?
Nice weather. This is a great time to get out and buy a house. There's some great properties out there. Give Mark and his team a call. They'd be happy to help you.
Yep. Awesome. Well, I appreciate everyone jumping in and listening to us, whether you're listening to us live or later on. But if you have any questions, feel free to give us a holler, 402-672-7670. And Russ at 400-290-8936. And check out our championsrealestateteam.com. So there's a lot of good resources. If you have questions on specific things, give us a holler. We're here to help, and appreciate you, and take care, and thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.